There is a difference between a licensee and a realtor. That is a personal observation from Luis R. Fernandez. It is not meant to diminish anyone who has earned a real estate license. Earning a license takes education, an examination, and a decision to enter a regulated profession. But for a consumer preparing to buy, sell, invest, or relocate, the license alone is only the beginning of the conversation. The more important question is, what does the professional behind that license do every day to serve clients? In this episode, we will explain the difference between Florida licensure, the Realtor designation, and the level of career commitment that Luis believes clients deserve. In Florida, a sales associate is a person who performs specified real estate services for another and for compensation or anticipated compensation under the direction, control, or management of a broker or owner-developer. The path is real. The Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation lists age, education, a 63-hour approved pre-license course, a state examination, and fingerprint-based background screening among the initial requirements. That license is an important state authorization. It means the person has met the state's entry requirements to participate in real estate brokerage activity. But a license does not tell you how much market experience someone has, how actively they practice, what training they pursue, or whether real estate is their full-time professional focus. That distinction matters more than ever because Florida is issuing licenses at extraordinary speed. CASA Academy's analysis of the Florida DBPR license file counted 64,840 new real estate licensees in 2025. Up 42% year over year. Its July 2026 snapshot counted 313,553 active licensees statewide. In Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach alone, the active count was 111,368. These numbers speak to opportunity, competition, and the attraction of Florida real estate. But they also remind consumers that the words licensed and experienced are not interchangeable. A license is a threshold. It is not a complete picture of the professional relationship a client may need. The same data set illustrates why consumers should look beyond a business card. CASA Academy found that 43% of the 2025 licensee cohort had inactive records at the time of its analysis. It also identified 22,810 active licensees affiliated with referral-only firms. Those figures do not tell us why any individual holds a license, and they do not measure an individual's character or capability. Some licensees may be managing personal interests, maintaining a referral relationship, building a new business, or practicing alongside another career. The consumer lesson is simply this: a license record cannot answer every question. Ask the person you are considering, is real estate your daily practice? What markets do you know? How will you advise me when the transaction gets difficult? And who is accountable for the strategy? Now let us address the word Realtor. According to the National Association of Realtors, a real estate agent is a licensed professional who helps facilitate property transactions. A Realtor is a licensed real estate professional who is also a member of the National Association of Realtors and who adheres to its code of ethics and standards of conduct. All realtors are licensed real estate professionals, but not all licensed real estate professionals are realtors. NAR states that its members pledge to uphold integrity, honesty, and client interests through the Code of Ethics, and that they complete ethics training every 3 years. Membership also connects professionals to education, professional networks, and a broader community of practice. For consumers, the designation is not a substitute for due diligence, but it is a meaningful signal that the professional has made an additional membership and ethics commitment. Luis R. Fernandez's message goes one step further, and it is personal. For Luis, real estate is not a side interest, a referral source, or a quick transaction. It is his profession, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. After more than 25 years serving clients across Florida and New York, he believes the job requires continuous attention. Understanding market shifts, monitoring inventory, preparing for negotiations, guiding clients through risk, and staying available when a decision cannot wait until after another workday ends. That is the standard behind his quote. There is a difference between a licensee and a realtor. The point is not that every licensee lacks value. The point is that the consumer deserves to know whether the professional they choose is truly invested in the work, the market, and the client's outcome. So what should a consumer look for? Start with verification. Confirm the person's Florida license status and brokerage affiliation. Then ask practical questions. How long have you worked in this market? What is your recent experience with properties like mine? How will you price, market, negotiate, or structure this transaction? What continuing education, local market intelligence, and professional resources inform your advice? And what is my agency relationship with you? The best professional will welcome these questions. You are not hiring a license number. You are choosing judgment, communication, preparation, and representation. A realtor membership, deep local expertise, and a full-time professional commitment can each matter. But clients should ask for clarity rather than relying on a title alone. At LRF Group, that clarity is the foundation of how we serve. We combine market intelligence, a full-time advisory mindset, and more than 25 years of experience across 2 of the nation's most dynamic real estate markets. If you are considering a purchase, sale, investment, relocation, or estate decision in Florida or New York, arrange a private consultation with the LRF Group. We will help you understand the decision, the market, and the professionals involved before you move forward. This message is brought to you by the LRF Group, licensed in Florida and New York, with offices in Miami and Manhattan. Scan the QR code to subscribe to our free weekly market updates. At LRF Group, our services for your world.